A volcano eruption is a geological event in which molten rock, ash, and gases are ejected from a volcano's vent. These eruptions can be explosive or non-explosive and can occur at any type of volcano, including shield volcanoes, stratovolcanoes, and calderas. The molten rock that is expelled during an eruption is called magma. Magma that reaches the surface is called lava. When magma and lava come into contact with the air or water, they cool and solidify, forming rock. Eruptions can also release ash and gases, including water vapor, carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, and other gases. Ash and volcanic gases can have a significant impact on the environment and human health. Ash can cause damage to buildings and infrastructure, and volcanic gases can be harmful to human health. Volcanic eruptions can also trigger secondary hazards, such as lahars, volcanic mudflows, pyroclastic flows, and tsunamis. These secondary hazards can be even more dangerous than the eruption itself. The magnitude of an eruption can be measured by the Volcanic Explosivity Index, VEI, which ranges from 0 to 8. The VEI takes into account the volume of material erupted, the height of the eruption column, and the duration of the eruption. The eruption of Mount St. Helens in 1980, for example, had a VEI of 5, while the eruption of Tambora in 1815 had a VEI of 7, considered one of the most powerful eruptions in recorded history. Eruptions can also be classified as either effusive or explosive. Effusive eruptions are characterized by the steady, gentle outpouring of lava, while explosive eruptions are characterized by the sudden, violent release of gas and ash. Overall, volcano eruptions can have a huge impact on environment and human lives. It's important to have monitoring systems and evacuation plans in place for people living near active volcanoes. The eruption of Lake Toba in Indonesia around 74,000 years ago is considered one of the largest known volcanic eruptions in history. It had a Volcanic Explosivity Index, VEI, of 8 and released an estimated 2,800 cubic kilometers of ash and debris, causing significant climate change and a population bottleneck in human evolution. The eruption of Tambora in Indonesia in 1815 is considered the largest eruption in the last 10,000 years. It had a VEI of 7 and released an estimated 150 cubic kilometers of ash and debris, causing significant climate change and resulting in the year without a summer in 1816. The eruption of Krakatoa in Indonesia in 1883 had a VEI of 6 and released an estimated 25 cubic kilometers of ash and debris. It caused significant damage to the surrounding area and resulted in the deaths of over 36,000 people. The eruption of Mount Vesuvius in Italy in AD 79 had a VEI of 4 and released an estimated 5 cubic kilometers of ash and debris. It destroyed the Roman cities of Pompeii, Herculaneum, and Stabiae, and resulted in the deaths of thousands of people. The eruption of Mount Pinatubo in the Philippines in 1991 had a VEI of 6 and released an estimated 10 cubic kilometers of ash and debris. It caused significant damage to the surrounding area and resulted in the deaths of over 800 people. The eruption of Mount St. Helens in Washington, USA in 1980 had a VEI of 5 and released an estimated 1.2 cubic kilometers of ash and debris. It caused significant damage to the surrounding area and resulted in the deaths of 57 people. The eruption of El Chichon in Mexico in 1982 had a VEI of 5 and released an estimated 3 cubic kilometers of ash and debris. It caused significant damage to the surrounding area and resulted in the deaths of over 2,000 people. The eruption of Eyjafjallajökull in Iceland in 2010 had a VEI of 4 and released an estimated 0.25 cubic kilometers of ash and debris. It caused significant disruption to air travel in Europe and resulted in the cancellation of over 100,000 flights. It is difficult to make specific predictions about future volcanic eruptions, as they are highly dependent on a wide range of factors. However, scientists use a variety of methods to assess the likelihood and potential impact of future eruptions. Some methods include volcanic monitoring. Scientists use a variety of instruments to monitor volcanic activity, such as seismographs, gas sensors, and thermal cameras. This data can be used to detect changes in volcanic activity that may indicate an impending eruption. Volcano forecasting. Scientists use data from volcanic monitoring to create models that predict the likelihood of an eruption. These models take into account factors such as the volcano's past behavior, the current state of the volcano, and the rate of change in activity. Volcanic hazard mapping. Scientists use data on past eruptions and the volcano's current activity to create maps that show the areas that are most at risk from future eruptions. These maps are used to help emergency managers and other officials plan for an eruption. Climate change. Scientists are researching how climate change may be affecting volcanic activity. Some studies suggest that rising temperatures may increase the likelihood of volcanic eruptions, while others suggest that it could have the opposite effect. Plate tectonics. Scientists use plate tectonic information to predict where new volcanoes could form and where the activity of existing volcanoes is likely to occur. While scientists are able to make some predictions about future volcanic eruptions, it is important to remember that the complexity of volcanoes and the Earth's systems make it difficult to predict with certainty. It's worth noting that some of the predictions that scientists have made in the past have not come true, so it's important to take any predictions with a grain of salt and always be prepared for the worst. Thank you for watching. Please do like, share, comments, and subscribe for more videos.